All right, I'm started.
Part of it I wish he hadn't said. Right. Because, I mean, Bill Polian once said to me, if you listen to the fans, you wind up sitting with the fans. Absolutely. Why does Dave Gettleman have to, don't worry about what anyone else is saying. He's right. In 3 years, we'll find out how crazy he is. Do you remember in the offseason, during a press conference or an interview, he said he doesn't have to defend himself. Right. He literally says, I don't have...
All right. I'm going to let this, hold on.
...to explain myself to you all. And now, that is...
All right. He said, I don't have to explain myself to you all. Now, who the fuck is you all? You all are the fans, the media, and a lot of former players that think that they're fucking football geniuses and they're not. The only person that he needs to explain himself to is the fucking owner. That's who employs him. That's who, pays him. That's who he has to fucking, that's who he has to answer to. He doesn't have to answer to anybody else.
All that he's doing. Listen, picks are going to come under fire when you do something like this in the draft. And so,
take Daniel Jones. Just fucking say it. Take Daniel Jones. Do something like this. They're not even saying this kid's name when they say you shouldn't have did this at 6. Say you shouldn't have picked Daniel Jones. And instead, what everybody else believe, you should have, instead of taking a white quarterback, you should have took Dwayne Haskins, a black kid from fucking Ohio State. That's all this is about, man. For some reason, I really get tones of fucking a race issue here. Because people were so high on Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins this, Dwayne Haskins that. If it wasn't Kyler Murray, it was Dwayne fucking Haskins. And I believe the Kyler Murray thing is a huge mistake. But if it isn't Kyler Murray, it's Dwayne Haskins. Just say it. Just say it. That's all you have to fucking do. It'll make you feel better if you fucking say it. Instead of raking this kid through the fucking mud, man.
For him, it's about developing this quarterback, Pat Shurmur, making sure that Daniel Jones does turn out to be what you have to be when pick number 6 in New York.
And who knows if Pat Shurmur is even a quarterback to get the job done? Because I could probably find a huge portion of the failed first, top 10 picks at quarterback. I could find a huge portion of them that were failed by their coaches. Like, look at Lonzo Ball in fucking LA. Look at D'Angelo Russell. Look at Julius Randle. I believe the Lakers have the worst player development in the NBA out of every team. They have the worst player development. And that could be said for a lot of these fucking football teams, man. They just have terrible player development. That's it. And it's mostly because of the coach they have.
Until then, sit back, enjoy your pick, be excited you got your guy that you thought 2 other people would pick before 7. I agree. And look,
listen, and people are laughing, man. But listen, there's no way to really believe that if he would just sit back and not say anything, that these people would just shut the fuck up. Because this is the reason why he's saying something. Because people just keep railing him and railing this kid instead of just everybody else just shut the fuck up and just let him do his job. If he fails, he fails. But this is the most uneasy I've ever seen anybody be about a draft pick. I've never seen anybody be this uneasy in my time of watching sports. Be so uneasy about a draft pick. Well, NFL draft pick. I mean, shit, it wasn't this much noise when Anthony Bennett got drafted by the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers. And that was a surprise to everybody for him to get taken number 1 overall. But this is this is getting ridiculous, man. Everybody, Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, even fucking the wiggle white boy, fucking what's his name, Michael Rappaport, even jumping on TV acting like they let me down again. Listen, man, it is what it is. This is the trial and tribulations of sports teams. Sometimes you have great runs, sometimes you have bad ones, and it happens.
Part of his statement that I agree with is he says, you don't fool around with a quarterback. If he's your guy, you take him. Now, our reporting suggests that the 2 teams that everyone thinks, Denver and Washington, were going to take him weren't. But that doesn't mean someone wasn't going to trade up.
Who said they weren't going to take him? Did they say they weren't going to take him? because that's what these fucking teams and these GMs of other teams like to do. What they like to do is they'll want a player, but when that player is taken, then they have to pick somebody else. And then you can't come out and say, well, yeah, we was going to take Josh Brown at middle linebacker, but but we ended up having fucking the defensive tackle from Tennessee. I mean, look, you not only alienate yourself, you alienate this other player, and I mean, you look incompetent in doing it. Why would they come out and say, yeah, we wanted Daniel Jones, but since he was unavailable, we were forced to take somebody else? And then the first round pick that you took, that, every fucking player that's taken in the first round by a team is, they're thinking, all right, I was their first choice at this pick. They have to. You have to believe that this team had you picked and ready to go from the time the draft started. That's how a lot of these relationships are built. It's built on trust. As a player, I trust you. I trust you enough that I know that you wanted me with that pick. I wasn't like some second, third, or fourth choice, which that's usually the case. If every team had a crack at LeBron James, you think they're not going to take LeBron James? But since LeBron was taking number one, the second team was forced to take Darko Milicic. The third team was forced to take Carmelo Anthony. The fourth team was forced to take, I believe, D Wade went fourth. But out of all those teams, Miami, Detroit, and Denver, you don't think they wanted fucking LeBron? They just didn't have the number one pick. I mean, it is what it is. And what were they going to come out and say? Oh, we wanted Daniel Jones, but he wasn't available. You alienate this fucking player you just drafted, who's supposed to be a franchise player or supposed to be a key piece to a championship team, but you fucking alienated him because you said, well, we didn't want you at first. We took you because, you were all that was left up there. That's fucked up. It is.
And get him. If he believes that there was too much of a risk, he was going to lose this guy, and he believes this.
You don't think the GMs talk to each other? You don't think GMs hang out with each other? You don't think GMs are close? You really don't believe so. You don't believe that some GMs are close to some coaches? Some coaches are close to the other coaches. Like, most of these fucking front office guys are probably like the best of friends, man. They probably talk all the time.
Is the future of his franchise, then he did the right thing. He should just live with that, stand by that, and let's see what happens.
And that's the point, though. Once you say that, in scene. Correct. Cut the scene, move on, talk about your 17th pick, Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, he does have a tendency, I think, sometimes to talk himself into trouble he didn't need it.
No, it's because everybody keeps fucking talking about it. I don't know what Dave Gettleman is saying because I'm not paying attention to the Giants, but when I watch these shows and they start talking about the NFL draft, Daniel Jones comes up and they start talking about it again. And what are they saying when they talk about it? Oh, this is a travesty. This is the worst pick I've ever seen. I can't believe the Giants took this kid. This kid is not deserving of a number 6 pick. Like, are you serious? You really think it's like somebody coming at your kid after the fucking play? Oh man, that kid was terrible. That kid, you're really not going to say nothing. Of course he had this. He had to defend Daniel Jones, man. He had to defend his fucking pick. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all keep talking about he keeps talking and that's putting him in trouble. No, he's trying to defend his pick because y'all keep talking about it. These media members are fucking stupid, man. I think they are really retarded because they don't really grasp this, or they just knowingly ignore a lot of this shit. Like, y'all are still talking about this, and that's why he's talking about it. But Dave Gettleman is not what I'm talking. Like, it's fucking this kid, man. Daniel Jones, man. This kid has a career ahead of him. That should be the most important thing. Instead of saying, you know what, he took Daniel Jones. I may not like it. I may not agree with it. But this kid has worked hard his entire life to get this pick. And, it is what it is. We'll see what happens from here. That's it. That's all you got to fucking say. Not talk shit about some young 21, 22-year-old kid and then fucking just start thinking that it's a little weird that the GM is coming out and defending it.
In the first place, he didn't need to to say we didn't sign Odell to trade him. But he just should have said, like every other player, we do what's best for the organization, and that's it.
It seems like he's continuing to defend himself, and I believe it starts with the Eli Manning decision, right? To say that we're sticking with Eli, there's a lot left in the tank. They stuck with him last year as well, and that didn't work out well for the organization nor the team, and you continue to move forward with that, so he understands that he is now coming under fire.